So many of us have had our routines interrupted, and sometimes it's small things like I can't get the cup of coffee that I like. Other times it's a lot bigger, like I did lose my job.
What is mindfulness meditation?
I like to think of it more as mindfulness practice, because what you're doing is you're actually strengthening a natural ability. Sometimes people hear the word mindfulness, and just because they're not familiar with it, they talk themselves right out of it. But actually, mindfulness is an ability that everybody has to start with. I want to do a quick exercise. So what I'm going to ask you to do as you're watching this is just maybe gently close your eyes, and then bring your attention to feel the sole of your left foot. Just notice the sensations of your body that you find in that area. And now bring your attention to feel your right shoulder. And then finally, bring your attention to notice sounds that are going on in the room in just this moment. And then gently open your eyes. So you can see that we can tune our attention to place it where we would like it to be. So even just that short 2 minutes, that's mindfulness practice. When you have a formal mindfulness practice, what you're doing is you're exploring and you are practicing finding calm physically and mentally with yourself in the moment. When you breathe in through the nose and guide the breath down towards your abdomen, you actually stimulate a nerve called the vagus nerve. And what I'd like to think of is if life is like stepping on your gas pedal, you breathing in this way, in through the nose, down toward the belly, is you stepping on the brake. So when people practice mindfulness and they feel more calm, they feel more patient and less anxious afterward, there's a reason why that happens. You were breathing in such a way that you actually changed what your nervous system was doing.
How can meditation help us during these really challenging times that we're going through?
Many of us, myself included, have lost or we've had restricted things we used to use to let go of our stress. If we notice that we're feeling more anxious than we're used to, or that we're feeling particularly stressed and tense in a moment, mindfulness allows us to recognize that that's happening, but it also allows us to invite that stress to soften and release.
What do you say to those people who don't have the time, don't think they necessarily have the time in the day? How do you help them get started?
You need about 2 minutes to get started. And I'd actually say that what I found and the research that I've done has shown that if you practice for just short periods, 2 to 5 minutes, scattered throughout the day, you get the same benefit, if not more, than if you tried to squeeze it all in at once.
How can people learn more about you?
You can look up my website. It's breverytmindfulness.com. There is a link there that I'd love to share called At Peace with Uncertainty. This is a 1-page crash course in mindfulness. And then now I offer mindfulness meditation Zoom classes Sunday and Monday nights. Class starts at 6:30. The class is excellent for beginners. The other thing I like about having the Zoom class is that it offers the opportunity for community and for sharing. With so many of us being so socially distanced right now, it's a great opportunity to do something for yourself, to help ease and relieve stress, and it's also a great way to socialize after we're done the practice.